National Volcano Awareness Month. When you consider nearby volcanoes, you may think of Yellowstone or maybe Mount St. Helens.
But did you know that there's a volcano right here in southern Illinois, and several SIU professors want to know more about it?
If you were to drive through the neighborhood, it's just like cattle live on it. It just looks like a hill, really. You wouldn't be able to tell from the surface just how complex the geologic history is.
Hicks Dome sits in northern Hardin County near Garden of the Gods. To the naked eye, it looks like any other bluff in southern Illinois, but beneath is something very different.
It was really either one big event or, a series of relatively closely spaced significant eruptions that took place in that time frame around 270 million years ago. And then after that, it wound down, and it hasn't, or at least we haven't seen any evidence that it's done anything since that time.
Dr. Daniel Hummer is a professor of geology at SIU. He's one of several scientists who are studying the dome. He says Hicks Dome is dormant, so that means it hasn't had an eruption or shown any geological activity in recorded history. But he says it's responsible for a lot of the unusual minerals we have in southern Illinois.
In the 20th century, it used to be mined a lot for its fluorine content. And we find other mineral deposits there. There's barium. There's even a lot of thorium, which is a radioactive metal. So that is something, that is kind of unusual to have that much of that radioactive material concentrated in one place. But you can literally take a Geiger counter out there, and it will beep.
Kelly Wilson is a research assistant with the Illinois State Geological Survey. She says those minerals are one of the reasons she and others want to study the volcano.
We hypothesize that a lot of the unique elements and mineralization was enriched from that explosive event. As this magma came up, it brought up old mantle material that was enriched itself and brought it to the surface, which is unique.
But Hummer says research on the volcano is still fairly new.
Geologists in general have known about it for about the past 30 years or so. So it was really first explored and worked on heavily in kind of the late 80s and early 90s.
The big question for a lot of us, it won't erupt again, right?
Yeah, that's almost certainly true. We will not see it erupt in any of our lifetimes.
The ISGS says they plan to do more research in the coming months and will hopefully get more funding for it.